right, shalom, shalom, Akim. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right, coming with another live camp. All right, through the Spirit, the water Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, for laying the Spirit upon me once again to come out here and to preach this beautiful gospel. All right, and to preach to the four winds. This warning that must go out. Okay, so that the hopeful elect can be sealed in these final moments. All right. So before I get started, man, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's going to come. Shalom to the Yakwath that's listening in. All right, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. All right, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. All right, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, to the line of your fathers. All right? To all you who have been scattered abroad, man, greetings to you all. So I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Shalom, shalom, wa chesed wa barakim. All right? So I'm going to get this started in the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 1. It reads, "Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened that it cannot save. The Lord's hand is not shortened that it cannot save. Neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear." You see what I'm saying? Neither his ear heavy that it can't hear, man. The Lord is able to save. You see what I'm saying? But you have to understand what salvation is for, man. And who is, or salvation, what salvation is and who is for, I should say. All right? Salvation is not here for all these other nations, man. All right? Why is that? Because not all nations entered into this particular covenant. You see what I'm saying? Not all nations entered into this contract, entered into this promise. All right? What is salvation? Okay, salvation is the saving of the saints, the redemption of the saints. You see what I'm saying? To be brought back into what they once were. You see what I'm saying? Beginning with the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000. Okay? So let me go here. All right? Verse 15. Isaiah 59 and 15. It says, "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it." Yeah, it's real windy today. All right, but it feels great out. So this is Isaiah chapter 59. Let's go back. The wind made me lose my spot. It's locking. Isaiah 59. All right. Again, Isaiah 59 and 15. It reads, "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment," man. Okay? So that salvation brings in judgment. It brings in justice. It brings in recompense. You see what I'm saying? It brings in a redemption. That's what salvation does, man. All right? And who needs to be redeemed? Those that were redeemed from the first place. You had to be deemed into something in the first place, man. Okay? To be redeemed into it, to be rejoined into it, to be brought back to it. Right? Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 20. "And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. As for me, this is my covenant with them." All right? Who is them? You go right up to the verse before it. Okay? The Redeemer shall come to Zion. Okay? Who is Zion? Everyone on the planet is not Zion. You see what I'm saying? Everybody didn't come from Jacob. All right? Everyone did not come from the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You know what I'm saying? Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali, man. Not everybody came from that. Okay? This is why you have this thing what's known as supersessionism. Okay? With the whole attempt to cut off Israel. You see what I'm saying? The nation of Israel, the actual blood lineage. You see what I'm saying? So again, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. Right? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 45. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. And it reads, But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh, with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. You see what I'm saying? It's that same people, the same ones, all right, who are promised these great things. All right? People like to say, well, how can you love someone, or how can you serve a God, you know what I'm saying, who would do such horrible things, all right, as put his own people into captivity, into slavery. You see what I'm saying? Well, you have to understand the whole premise behind the promises. All right, the whole premise behind what is written. Okay, throughout all the curses, throughout all the law. You see what I'm saying? There are stipulations within this contract. You go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. This is why everybody attacks that chapter so much. You see what I'm saying? They attack it so much because it's the truth. Because it's the truth. No one else can fit that prophecy. No one else can fit every single line, every tittle of that chapter. You see what I'm saying? From the 15th verse on down, man. All right? Let's go to Daniel. All right? This is Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, yeah, all Israel, all Yasharallah, all right? All Yasharallah, man. That's called Banyam, all right? Called Banyam, Shah Yasharallah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all Yasharallah have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses. Where is that? You see what I'm saying? You go right back to the source. What is it talking about? It's talking about the contract. You see what I'm saying? Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High Power, because we have sinned against him. All right? Because we have sinned against him, man. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us. Okay? And against our judges that judged us. So how did he confirm his words? He confirmed it through action, man. The scriptures say, by him, actions are weighed. You see what I'm saying? By him, actions are weighed. Right? Let me see if I can get that real quick. All right, let's go to 1 Samuel. This 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord Yahweh is a power of knowledge. It's the God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed," man. All right? So as I said, the Most High is about action. You see what I'm saying? He will confirm his words through his actions. The scripture said that the Heavenly Father is known by his judgments. All right? That he executed. You see? It's the Lord that does all these things, man. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and he maketh rich. He bringeth low and he lifteth up. You see what I'm saying? The Lord does all these things, man. Alright? Alright, so let's go back. Daniel chapter 9, let's go to verse 12. It says, "And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem." You see what I'm saying? I've been meaning to get into this, dig into this dude, Rich Tidwell, man, who brought about this folly. Who brought about this Wadewood doctrine, okay? Trying to switch up all the tribes, okay, to fit these jokers, you know what I'm saying? These Edomites, man. All right, because what's happening in these last days, man? These Edomites are distancing themselves, okay? They're distancing themselves from the judgment that's written for them. You see what I'm saying? All right, but you can't find anyone else who fits the description. You can't find anyone else who fits all of these curses, all of these lines, you know what I'm saying? Everything that is written, right? You see what I'm saying? This dude, Rich Tidwell, he can say whatever the hell he wants to, all right? He can say what he wants to, man. But what just happened in the United Nations? They just voted, all right, unanimously. They voted unanimously and said unequivocally, all right, that the transatlantic slave trade, which, let's be honest, we have to tell the whole truth, it began with the so-called Latinos and Native Indians. You see what I'm saying? We have to tell the truth about what happened to all the tribes of the nation of Israel, man. You see what I'm saying? This is the part that these Yah Israelites and all these black-only Israelites and whatnot love to leave out. They don't like to go into that history, man. All right? But it's the truth. It began with the northern kingdom, and it intensified under the southern kingdom. All right? Because they had to get both kingdoms under their subjection, under rule. You see what I'm saying? In order to control the earth, you have to subjugate its natural rulers. You see what I'm saying? All right, so the Lord sent the nation from far. He sent the nation from far to bring the nation of Israel to captivity, man. They favored not the old. They showed no love to the old, nor favored the young, man. You see what I'm saying? All right, let me read that again. Daniel 9 and 12. "And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem." And like I said, it was so horrific, okay, that the United Nations had to vote and tell the whole world that this was the worst atrocity in human history. You see what I'm saying? And who were the ones who voted against it? It was America. It was Israel. and it was Argentina. You see what I'm saying? America, Israel, and Argentina. Why is that? It's because they were complicit. They were implicated in this atrocious act. You see what I'm saying? They had their hands in it. All right. And these Amalekites control Argentina. You see what I'm saying? At this very moment, they are creating Argentina to be their safe place to go to. You see what I'm saying? When all hell breaks loose and everything comes to its conclusion, man. Right? You see what I'm saying? We had to go through this. We went through the confusion of faces, man. All right, where we were scattered abroad and we were brought to desolation, man. That didn't happen to nobody else. Daniel 9:7, O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day. All right, as at this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, though through all the countries whither thou hast driven them. All right, and how did he drive the children of Israel? He drove them through the transatlantic slave trade, man. All right, he drove them through the ships. The very prophecy that all these Christians and all these jokers these so-called Christians who come against the doctrine, they like to point out, they like to poke at. You see what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is that you can't erase that. All right, this is why do you think the Trump administration is trying to remove all of that history from the Smithsonian Institute, from the national parks? You see what I'm saying? Taking down all these statues, all these monuments. All right, they're trying to erase the evidence. That's not happening to these people, man. You see what I'm saying? Why are they erasing the evidence? It's because they know that we're going to be found in their hands. All right, and there's a judgment for that. Let's go to Exodus. See if I remember where it's at. So this is Exodus chapter 21 and verse 16. It reads, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. All right? And they know that this is coming. They know that this judgment is on its way, man. So they have to make a move, and they got to move fast. Okay? They can't have none of this evidence around. Okay? Yet at the same time, they're doing the same exact thing that they did before. They're taking away rights. They're making sure that you're less of a human being. All right. They're putting the position. They're putting the things in place. All right. All the things in place to have you go back into the fields. You see what I'm saying? Doing all these things. Okay. Taking away the rights from so-called Native Indians. You see what I'm saying? So in the midst of them trying to cover their tracks, they're still performing or showing more tracks in the process. You see what I'm saying? So there's no way out of this. There's no way out of this, man, because your hatred, all right, your vitriol towards the children of Israel, it cannot be wiped away. You see what I'm saying? It remains the same. It remains where it's at. Right? Again, Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, is that not what happened? Is that not what happened? You stole us, you sold us. You see what I'm saying? Begin with the northern tribes. You stole us, you sold us. And the southern tribes, you stole them, You're solar. Okay? You can't erase that history. You can't run away from that history, man. All right? The recompense has to happen. Okay? Everything has to catch up to you. The scriptures clearly tell you that he will not at all acquit the wicked. He will not at all acquit the wicked, man. Okay? Nobody gets away from this. Like we just read in the book of Daniel, we weren't able to escape our judgment. You see what I'm saying? We couldn't run away from what was coming for us. All right? So how much more for you? And he loves us, man, as I read in Isaiah 45 and 17. As a matter of fact, let's go back to Isaiah. It's Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 15. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. You see what I'm saying? They counted to him less than nothing and vanity, man. All right? So if he treated those that he loves, right? If he treated those that he loves with such a horrible judgment, how much more you nations, all right, that he counts as nothing, less than nothing, vanity. You see what I'm saying? 2 Esdras chapter 6. Verse 50 and verse 54. It reads, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also, whom thou hast chosen. The Lord put a distinction between the two. Okay? You got the whole large multitude of the planet's inhabitation, all right, the whole inhabitants of the earth, and then you got his chosen. He tells you that earlier on in 2 Esdras, all right? He'll have one lily, one pond, one plot of land, one sheep, one dove. You see what I'm saying? And likewise, one particular group of people that he chose, that he loves. You see what I'm saying? And through their disobedience, he would cause them to be brought lower than all the other nations as a punishment. So what's going to happen when we are brought back to our normal estate, our natural estate in its perfection? What's going to happen? We're going to be above them all. You see what I'm saying? Everything that's written in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 14 is going to hit, and it's going to hit us hard, man. You see what I'm saying? All right, all that shit that Trump was telling his base, he was talking about, you're going to keep winning. You're going to win so much, you're going to be asking me, please stop. No more winning. Okay? And look at these jokers, man. They're losing. All over the place, man. They're losing. Left and right. You see what I'm saying? They are losing. But we're going to win. All that stuff that he promised them Edomites, that's going to happen to the Israelites. We're going to be winning and winning and winning and winning and winning, man. All right? When I take a shit, I'm winning. When I wake up in the morning, I'm winning. See what I'm saying? When I'm ramming my woman and giving her back shots, I'm winning. That's what's going to be in the kingdom, man. All right? Having an innumerable amount of children. Winning. Gates open continually. Never closing, man. It's always going to be bringing more and more and more of the wealth and the riches. Winning on top of winning. Slaves, winning. You see what I'm saying? Servants, winning. All right? Going up into the stars, man. Winning. That's what's going to come for the children of Israel, man. Verse 55. It reads, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. For thou madest the world for our sakes, man. Not for the sake of these heathen. All right? As for the other people, everybody else, which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel, man. I don't care how tasty that drop of water is. Okay? It cannot compare to the vessel that carries that water. You see what I'm saying? Nobody gives a damn about one single drop that falls upon a vessel, that falls from a vessel, man. Okay? And you bring this understanding to all these heathen, and they hate you for it. You see what I'm saying? Especially Edom. They can't stand that, man. All right? They can't stand it. But at this point in time, okay? At this point in time, the sentiment towards Jacob is beginning to switch. Why? Because 2 Esdras chapter 6 and verse 9 is in the midst of the transition. You see what I'm saying? It's taking place right before our eyes, man. Everyone can see that. Everyone can see it. All right? So it's only natural. It's only natural that all these nations would gravitate to who's coming up in power. Okay? The so-called black man, Hispanic man, all right, Native American man, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're becoming more popular now. We're becoming more loved, more beloved, more sought after. You see what I'm saying? I be seeing all these different videos where these dudes is getting love all around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Just showing up on an app. You know what I'm saying? Showing their face on an app, and all these girls start looking like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? These nations love us, man. All right? And these Edomites is feeling it, man, because their own women are turning against them. Their own women are looking towards Jake, man. Their own women want us, man. They don't want them. All right? And these jokers are starting to voice their disappointment. All right? They're starting to showcase how little self-esteem they have. Okay? This is why they gravitate to people like Donald Trump. This is why they gravitate to Chud the Builder. This is why they do that. You see what I'm saying? Because in the mind, all right, in the mind of the Edomite, there's a zero-sum game. A zero-sum game. In order for him to feel good about himself, he has to be above others. All right? He has to put someone else down in order for himself to feel good about himself. Okay? It has to happen like that. All right? Why do you think they want these children so much? Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they go after these children so much, man? It's because if they feel a sense of power, then they can get rock solid, man, because they have a sense of dominance. Okay? But when you're stacked up against someone that's your equal, okay, and you find or you stack up to somebody who's on an equal level playing field, then all of a sudden it's not fair no more. It's not fair no more, man. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden we got to change the rules. We got to change the laws. We got to write legislation. Okay? Some of the brothers have been going into that. Elder Yashawamba, all right? Elder Aisha Yar, Elder Manatazakba. You know what I'm saying? Going into the fact that they had to change these laws. They had to create a scenario, okay, that gives the advantage. You see what I'm saying? So let's go back. Verse 57. And now, O Yahweh, Behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us, man. Okay? We had to endure that. We had to endure that. You're telling me that these so-called Europeans had to go through that? Okay? And then on top of that, he talks about Europe. This dude, Rich Tidwell, he talks about Europe over and over and over. All right? But he won't go into the Dark Ages. Okay? Let's go into it for real. Let's talk about it for real. See what I'm saying? Let's shine the light on the Dark Ages, since that's where you want to stay at. Okay? Talking about the Anglo-Saxons and all of that nonsense, man. All right? You really don't want to go there, man. You don't want to go into the Vikings, because that's what y'all love. Y'all love them Vikings, man. Y'all love them Vikings. Y'all love them Spartans, man. But when the truth comes out, you get so mad. You see what I'm saying? You get so mad. All right? But this is the way it's got to be. This is the way it's got to be, man. We're in the midst of the transition. The world is starting to see the truth now, man. That's the way it has to be. Let's go to verse 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 25. All right, Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So everyone is seeing these devils for who they truly are, man. All right, the degenerates. You see what I'm saying? The debauchery that they promote. Okay? The world is seeing them now for being sexually depraved as they are, man. The world is watching. And the world is appalled at it, man. And they're saying like, wait a minute, these guys ain't what I thought they were. You see what I'm saying? They're not the way I thought they were. I thought they were wholesome. I thought they were kind. I thought they were loving. I thought they were fair. I thought they were beautiful, man. I thought they were white. You see? All right? I thought they were pure, man. But the world is starting to figure this thing out, man. That's not the case. That's not the case, man. All right? They're finding these people to be absolute degenerates. They're finding these people to be deplorable, man. To be the opposite of what they claim to be. All right? And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. This is why their women are turning against them, man. This is why. This is why all these nations are starting to call them out for what they do. See what I'm saying? This is why their animals gravitate towards Jacob, man. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, man. Joker's walking his dog, and the dog just can't help but look back at me like, what? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, when we come into our perfection, man, as the scriptures say, we will be in league with the animals. We will be in league with the animals, bro. Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. That don't say nobody else. That ain't talking about nobody else, man. Nobody else. All right? And you got these jokers. From Genesis, man. All right, them Genesis Israelites. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. The Lord was quick with this one. All right? The Lord was quick with this one, man. He was super quick with this one. He struck this sucker down. He struck this sucker down lightning quick, man. All right? Faster than what happened with Eleazar. You see what I'm saying? Because he took his time on Eleazar, man. He took his time. All right? He allowed Eleazar to still play his little game, you know what I'm saying? And ride that thing out until that one time when he said, you know, we could be here for another 1,000 years and all that stuff. Hey, it's time to shut this nigga's ass up. It's time to shut his mouth up, man. Nigga, shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? And had his woman air out all his bullshit. Okay? And then what happens? All right? Dismantle. Okay? Dismantle, man. Completely gone. All right? And then what happens? He fizzles out. All right? Fizzles out of existence. And then what's going on? What's going on with his underlings? Okay? Deacon Hakar, Brother Hassad. Here it is. They formed this Genesis shit. All right? Hey, at least Eleazar kept the names. These jokers took it all the way with Callaway. All right? And said, we're calling on Jesus now. We straight up calling on Jesus. All right? And Christ and what else? And now his name is Yeshua. You see what I'm saying? So they went all the way with it, man. All the way with it. So the Lord ain't wasting no time, man. So now Deacon Hakar, his woman is out there going to war with him. Airing out all his dirty laundry. You see what I'm saying? Airing out all the shit that he's done, man. You see what I'm saying? No one gets away from what they've done. Nobody gets away. Nobody gets away with the shit that they pull. About the heathen can be saved, that the name of the Lord is not Yahweh Shai. Okay? The Lord wasted no time with him. You see what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing to watch, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. I can't wait to see what's going on, man, because the next one that's gonna be on the list. Look, man. Look, if y'all don't get the program, all right, if y'all don't change this shit and start repenting, all right, leave off from your wayward thoughts, man. If y'all don't stop this shit, man, the Lord is going to make an example out of you. You see? Now this nigga steps down from Genesis. Him and Brother Hassad talking about we gonna have to find ourselves the same stuff that Eleazar said. All right, I'm gonna step down from Sakari and I gotta find myself. Okay. Well, that's exactly what y'all should have been doing before the Lord put the judgment on. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to examine yourselves, man. Examine yourself to see whether you be in the faith, man. All right. The scriptures say that seek him while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near, man. And he's been near. All right? He was near by telling you the truth, by telling you the warning through his prophets, man. Beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders, man. The warning came to Eleazar, and the warning came to Deacon Hakar and Brother Hassad. All right? And what did Deacon Hakar do? He went on Instagram. He showed his hot ride. You know what I'm saying? He showed the car that he runs, the car that he's riding in. You know what I'm saying? Nigga put on the suit. He took the hat off for Christianity. He took the hat off for Jesus. He took the hat off for Jesus, man. For Jesus. Not Yahweh Shai. not for the Lord, not for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, not for him. He took it off for Earth Big. That's what he did. See what I'm saying? Right? You had these heathen, okay, these Greeks, you know, under Antiochus, okay, trying to bribe Eleazar, okay, and that man held up to his integrity. But they said, hey man, listen, you ain't gotta eat the real thing, man. Just eat it and tell the people that you're eating pork. You see what I'm saying? Just eat it and tell them that you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? That you're leaving off from the ways of your fathers. All right. That's what Esau comes with. They come with pride. They come with bribes, man. They come with gifts. And these niggas took the bag, man. Let me get back on track. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. You see what I'm saying? That didn't have nothing to do with anybody else. That didn't have nothing to do with anybody else, man. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about, man? This is why the Lord has to make a public example out of these false prophets, man. He's got to do it. He's got to do it, man. Because it's time to go from glory to glory. We going up there, man. All right, we're leaving this world behind, man. You see what I'm saying? We're leaving this world behind. We ain't staying here. We ain't staying here. But these jokers love it here. These jokers want the fame. They want the honor. No, man. You got to take the low first. We got to take the low first, man. All these jokers running around here, all these jokers driving past and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, cussing me out because they're looking at a son of the living power. You see what I'm saying? There's jealousy here, there's envy here. You see what I'm saying? There's anger, there's frustration. All right, you feel all that. You feel all these spirits that ride through, man. Okay? But the Lord said by the foolishness of preaching, it pleased him by the foolishness of preaching, man. Okay? That we through the Spirit can bring out the truth and the elect could be sealed, man. Verse 35, Jeremiah 31 and 35. It reads, Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh Tazabawath is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel from for all that they've done, saith the Lord Yahweh. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord told you. The Lord told you, if you could take away all these things, all these different ordinances, all right, everything that keeps the world running, okay? If you can do that, then the children of Israel will cease from being a nation, man. If you can measure all these things, all right, this is why they go all into the Amazon. This is why they go to the depths of the sea. This is why they try and study the stars, man. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to measure everything. This is why they shoot rockets at the moon and try to talk about blocking off the sun. All right, because they want Israel to cease from being a nation, man. But they can't do it. They can't do it. I just did a lesson earlier this morning, man. All right? This rocket from Jeff Bezos, all right, explodes. Flame was so intense it looked like an atom bomb blew up. You know what I'm saying? Couple days ago, a week and a half ago, I believe, it was Elon Musk's rocket. His spaceship falls down. His rocket falls and explodes, man. You see what I'm saying? You cannot escape. You can't escape the fate that's coming for you, man. You can't escape the judgment that you got to deal with, man. All right? This nigga Kane always want to get a pass. He always trying to get a pass for his fuck shit, man. You took a life. And then you think that you're supposed to get off scot-free. Shit, I was looking at an Edomite woman. All right? Someone who looks like an Edomite woman. Someone who I perceive to be an Edomite. And what was she doing? She was comparing two sex offenders. All right? She was comparing two offenders. One was a Jake, the other was an Edomite. And she told the audience, she said, I want you to guess which one got the highest sentence. Okay? Jake was dealing with this minor. Okay? Jake was dealing with a minor. Okay? For 6 months. Oh no, not 6 months, 6 times. Jake dealt with this minor 6 times. Okay? 6 times. This Edomite was dealing with a young boy. A young boy for 6 years. For 6 years, man. Dealing with this boy for 6 years. The brother got given, he was given fucking 35 years without parole. He was given 35 years without parole for dealing with this minor, okay? Which, according to our laws, man, all right, you should know the business. You should know the business. If she has reached the flower of her age, she is an adult. She is a grown woman now. She is a woman. You know what I'm saying? She can be dealt with. All right, but under Esau's system, all right, granted, under Esau's system, she's a minor. Okay? She's a minor. He was given 35 years for dealing with her 6 times. This Edomite man, was given what? He was given 35 days. All right, 30 days, and then the judge had extended it to 60 days. So 60 days he was given in jail. 60 days. You see what I'm saying? 60 days, man. And then what happened? All right? Then what happened? He gets off scot-free. He gets to continue his practice in law. All right? He gets to continue his law practice. And he gets to live another day after just roughly 2 months. You see what I'm saying? They are not in trouble as other men. They're not in trouble as other men, Rich Tidwell. They're not in trouble as other men, Rich Tidwell. Jeremiah chapter 32 and verse 18. Thou shewest loving kindness unto thousands and recompensest the iniquity of the fathers unto the bosom of the children after them. The great, the mighty power, the Lord of hosts is his name. All right, this goes into reincarnation, man. This goes into reincarnation. You devils gonna pay for the shit that you've done in your lives, in your previous lives. You will. You see what I'm saying? You will. And I can't wait for you devils to be brought in chains. I can't wait. I can't wait. See what I'm saying? Because it's time for y'all to receive your judgment, man. It's time for all the running around, you know what I'm saying? All the running around, ducking and dodging judgment, all right? It's going to catch up to your ass. See what I'm saying? It has to. Why? Because the Lord is judgment. The Lord is just, man. Right? It's going to catch up to your ass, man. Let's go to Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. It says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. You see? But a just weight is his delight. It's all about balance with him. Verse 21, though hand join in hand, the wicked, you see, this is what your boy Deacon Hakar was trying to do, man. Get you to join hand in hand with the oppressor, man. Get you to join hand in hand with those who have oppressed you. Okay, the scriptures say, all right, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. But this is what Deacon Hakar was trying to get you to do. Okay? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Okay? Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past. The Lord requires that which is past, man. You don't get to run away from what you got coming, man. You see what I'm saying? And this is the problem. As the scriptures say, you thought that he was on your side. You thought that he was like you. Oh, you thought he was like you, right? Psalms chapter 50 and verse 20. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. You see what I'm saying? You thought that the Lord was on your side in this. You thought that the Lord was that the Lord gave you favor, right? Like the scriptures say. Say, should favor be shown to the wicked, yet shall he not learn righteousness, man. Favor was shown to you, all right? You was given everything. You was given all the wealth, all the riches. You getting all these things that you can that you took advantage of. And what did you do? You turned the earth upside down, man. You see what I'm saying? All right, you transgressed the laws. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Broken the everlasting covenant, man. Therefore therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The Lord's coming back to equalize this shit, man. You see what I'm saying? He's coming back to equalize this bitch and fix this problem. Because you got to be taken out of the way, man. Right? Let's go to Sirach real quick. This is Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one selleth his own soul to sell. Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. Okay? And this extends to more than just these Edomites, man. You see what I'm saying? All right? This extends to you Jakes, man. You 2/3 who felt the need, all right, who felt the need to kowtow and to what? And to sell your soul, man. To sell out to these Edomites, man. To sell out to these devils. To sell out your own people. All right? Now the whole flock who's listening to Sakari, they went and they followed Genesis. And then Genesis does this flip-flop around, all right, this 180 twist. And then what happens? All of those who followed them are now confused. And they're saying, well, what do we do now? Where do we go from here? All right? What do we do going forward? That's not how you lead the flock. That's not how you lead the sheep, man. As the scriptures say, all right, you have not visited them. You have not visited them, man. You led the flock astray and you have not visited them. Now all of a sudden you get to sit back and say, oh, I'm just going to I'm going to pull back a bit so I can regather myself and all that stuff. Just like the elder apostle Gabar has said, they're taking the money and they're running away. They're taking the money and they're running with it. You see what I'm saying? They're running away with the money. You see what I'm saying? All right, it's time to cut the losses and get up out of here. Why? Because the hireling fleeth. The hireling fleeth because he's an hireling, man. All right? The sheep are not theirs. They don't care for the sheep. They won't put their lives out there for the sheep. Come the fuck on, man. And Salaki from my language, man. It's the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, man. The Lord has got to shut up the mouths of these false prophets, man, for the things that they've done, for the confusion that they brought about. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta be made an example before all of Israel. They have to. They have to. And who's next? Just like what happened with Eleazar, with chief priest Eleazar. Huh? What happened? All the prophets, all we said all at once, who's next? That's what we said. Who's next? Looks like, lo and behold, it's Genesis next. Now the question remains, because it's going to be more. It's going to be more, just like the woman said that, you know, his ex-wife. What did she say? She said that she's going to make a whole series of this stuff. So she's going to be making a whole series of airing out your bullshit. She's going to make a whole series of it. And it's got to be damaging, man, because you're walking away from the bad. So it's got to be damaging. So the question is, who's next? Who's next? Is it IUIC? Is it ICPK? Is it BOW? Is it HOI? Huh? Is it WFI? Who is it? Who's next? Who's next, man? Because the Lord's just getting started. The Lord is just getting started, man. He's going to make an example, a clear example against all of those who have made mockery of his name, all right? Who have made merchandise of his people. You see what I'm saying? Who have not led the sheep in righteousness, man. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 23. All right, Jeremiah chapter 23. Let's do it. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord Yahweh. Behold, thus saith Yahweh, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings. And that's exactly what's going on, man. The Lord is visiting upon all these false prophets the evils of their own doings. So now your dirty laundry is being aired out on Front Street. On Front Street, man. You left the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, so now he has left you. You see what I'm saying? That's just how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be, man. All right, you want to play these games, the Lord will play them right back with you. You see what I'm saying? And you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Right? Verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds. And they shall be fruitful and increase. So nothing's changed. All right, nothing's changed. It's the same. It's the same thing. All right, the show must go on. See what I'm saying? The show must go on, man. Nothing stops. Nothing changes. All right. We do not sit. We don't sit here and say, oh well, this happened to them. You know what I'm saying? Where do I go next? No, man. You have to be rooted in Yahweh Shai. You don't have not rooted in Bishop Nathaniel. Be rooted in Yahweh Shai, not rooted in Bishop Jephthah. Be rooted in Yahweh Shai, not rooted in Deacon Hakar. Be rooted in Yahweh Shai, not rooted in Priest Zabak, and so on and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? This is why our leaders, begin with Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Rachar, and Elder Apostle Ramlab, to the bishops, to the elders, to the priests, on down, man. You see what I'm saying? They say the same thing. All right? Do not take what we say. Do not take what we say and just run with it. You do your own research, man. All right? You read these scriptures for yourselves, and you go into that same spirit of the Church of Berea, all right, and you confirm these things, man, to see if they be true. Do they match up with what the apostles, the bishops, the elders are saying? Does it match up? You see what I'm saying? You ask the Lord for clarity. You ask the Lord for confirmation. You ask the Lord for wisdom, for knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And he will clarify these things for you. He will open up your mind to the mysteries that we are bringing to you through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, man. You got to rely on the Ruach Kodash. You see what I'm saying? Not man. The scriptures tell you clearly, let God be true and every man a liar. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar, man. The hell you doing out here? All right, put your trust in Bishop Nathaniel, in Priest Zabak, in Bishop Jephthah, in Deacon Hakar. You see what I'm saying? Talking about, oh, now I got to teach my sons are different. Now I got to teach my sons the name is different. It's not Yahweh Shai, it's Yeshua. So now he's gonna teach his sons the false names. All right, that's going to keep them away from salvation and protection in the times that's coming, man. You see what I'm saying? Because of you, Deacon Hakar. Because of you. Because of you. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's going to tear y'all up something crazy. The Lord's going to tear up something crazy, man. Because like the scriptures say, all right, every idle word shall be recompensed, man. Every idle word shall be accounted for in the day of wrath. Every idle word, bro. You don't get to just say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do, all right? And that's just supposed to be the end of it. You see what I'm saying? Verse 21, Jeremiah 23 and verse 21. It reads, I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. You see what I'm saying? So it's over for you false prophets, man. The Lord's gonna keep this combo going, man. All right? Ain't gonna be no combo breaker. He just gonna keep giving you the body blows, man. No combo breakers, man. You see what I'm saying? No combo breakers. All right, air combo. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 beats. He's gonna get all you niggas, man. All you niggas who keep playing these games, man. All you niggas, man. Now you got Bishop Nate, he's out here having interviews on podcasts and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? All right. Not a lick of prophecy is coming from his lips. Not a thing of prophecy, not a word of prophecy is coming from the lips of this man who's supposed to be a leader in Israel. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to make a serious example out of all these jokers, man. You see what I'm saying? Verse 23. Am I a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off? Am I a God at hand, saith the Lord Yahweh, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? Saith the Lord Yahweh. Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord Yahweh? You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't know who you fucking with, man. Again, excuse my French, man. Excuse my language. Y'all niggas don't know who you playing with. You don't know who you playing with. This is a game, man. All right. This is a game, y'all. Let's make some money. Let's make a business, man. You know what I'm saying? This joker, Tigger Hakas sitting here talking about. You know what? I could if I wanted to make money, man, I could just teach a universal doctrine. You know what I'm saying? All right, that all heathen can be saved. That's all I gotta do if I want to make money. If I want to get that paper, that's all I gotta do. I just gotta go about that way. You know what I'm saying? It'll be easy, and we see it. We seen what these jokers have done, man. All right, with the talents that was given to them. Lord's about to visit y'all something crazy, man. Verse 25. I have heard what the prophets said that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yeah, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams. Is that not what happened? Is that not what happened, man? Causing the people to forget his name. Causing the people to forget his name, man. Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dream, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. All right, it's the same thing over and over. The same thing, man. All right, it's the same way when you got this joker who calls himself Alazar and his camp to be the Sakari. All right, he went into that. He dived into that same spirit that was here. All right, that was here in times past. All right, and they fell apart the same exact way. All right, what was going on? It was daggers being jabbed at each and every one of them. Okay, being stabbed in the back. We're seeing this happen to Sakari. You see what I'm saying? Stabbed in the back. I got stabbed in the back by my woman. You know what I'm saying? And when Alazar was getting stabbed in the back by his woman, who was there to air out all the crap? Who was there to air out all the bullshit, man? It was that nigga with the dreads. You see what I'm saying? I forget what his name was. All right, but he was the one that stabbed him in the back and aired it out. All right, and what did the Lord do with him? The Lord took his ass out. The Lord took his ass out. Sent him back to the spirit world, man. You see what I'm saying? You can't make this up. You can't make this up, bro. So yeah, man, I think that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just close that out. All right. Hey, man, this is it's no time to be playing around, man. It's no time to be playing around. We almost out of this thing, man. All right. We almost out of this thing. The last thing you want to be is on the Lord's wrong side. All right, on his bad side, I should say. Okay. So I'm going to cut that there, man. I pray this live camp has been edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, this has been your brother, Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, B'chai Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. All right, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.